How many heard that before? You got to find something you love. The only way to be successful is find something you need to find a job that's going to make you some money.
Cash flow, baby. Cash is not king. Cash flow is king.
If you don't have your thing, whatever it is, the job, the money, the girl, your goals, your dreams, you got to leave where you are.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like 9 to 9. For my top 10, top 10, 9 to 9. This one's for my top 10.
Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you too. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. So get ready to be the best known, make success your drug, and be aggressive with Grant Cardone and my take on his top 10 rules of success to give you the confidence, motivation, and belief that you need. Enjoy. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Be the best known.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn. I probably posted about this event more than the entire room combined. Today. In addition to all the other stuff I'm doing. How many old people here? Let me see a hand if you consider yourself an old person. Okay, thank you. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. You're like, dude, it's just kind of like, I didn't do it. I'm 61 years old, man. I'm 61 years old, and I'm banging on these mechanisms because they're gifts. They're gifts. They're gifts from the gods. If you have a great service and a great product and you have a great company, raise your hand if you have those 3 things. Dude, you got to tell the world. Okay? Because the cycle, the business cycle, your business survivability, okay? Your business success is dependent upon first marketing. Well, I can't do it. I don't have the money. It's because your goals are wrong. You're not going to pay for the marketing and advertising. Who's going to pay for it? The guy that paid for the $15,000 package. What's the ROI? What is the ROI on nothing? Okay? What's your return on investment? I grew up in the ROI school, okay? I have 14 businesses today. Started 4 of them in the last 60 days. Okay, I want expansion. What is the ROI? This is the business consultant. I need to see the ROI. Dude, I don't do ROIs on any of my businesses. I make a decision. Is it a good business decision? Do people need to know who I am? Okay, I have never studied the return on an ad that I did on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or CNBC. I don't need a return. I need people to know me. Okay, you guys need to switch this thing. You need to switch it. How many of you have cash in the bank? Let me see hands if you have cash in the bank. Good, good. Then you're not committed to your business to the degree that you have cash in the bank. How many of you have equity in your homes? Let me see a hand if you have equity in your house. Raise your damn hands. Y'all proud of it, okay? If to the degree that you have equity in your house, you are not committed to your business, and you will never take Big Pharma down. Dude, you need that money to fight the war. I don't have equity in a house, okay? I have equity in my business, okay? I get cash, I put it in my business. I get more cash, I put it in more business, right? I put it in people knowing me, because if they don't know me, who's going to win the war? Whoever's best known wins. Best product never wins. You want to write this down. Best product never wins, never has won, never will win. Best known always wins.
Rule number 2, leave the nest.
Look, if you don't have your thing, whatever it is, the job, the money, the girl, your goals, your dreams, you got to leave where you are. You can't win a mission from home. We don't win wars at home. You understand? You got to go someplace. The world's changing. How many agree the world's changing right now? Dude, the world is changing. It's changing so fast, right? You got to take the old ideas that you have and you got to look at them again today and say, hey, is this true anymore? Is it true? What am I doing? What are me and the wife doing? What business are we building? Do I need to work for myself? Do I really? Or do I need to find the right vehicle that can go far enough, long enough, provide enough revenue for the right people, and get to the top of the food chain?
Rule number 3, set ethical targets.
You've probably heard me say, set a target and never drop that target ever. We don't drop targets here, okay? I'm not a communist. I'm not the enemy, and I ain't the devil. I got enough people pulling against me. I set a target, okay? If I set a target, if I'm honest with me, I don't lie to myself either, by the way, like a lot of you salespeople out there. You salespeople that lie to yourselves. You salespeople that are dishonest. You salespeople that are unethical. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about most of you. You set a target below your potential, you're unethical, right? You have this potential and you set your target here. Or somebody else set your target. You a damn liar. Lying to your mama, your wife, your husband, your kids. Lying to yourself.
Rule number 4, use equity to produce cash flow.
Today I have about $300 million worth of equity. Earning about 6% a year on average. $18 million a year before I go to work. And I still work. So houses don't do that, cars don't do that, businesses do that, rental properties do that. You take equity out of a house or a car, you put it into a business that produces cash flow, and you create personal financial freedom for yourself, your household, your family, your friends, and your investors. Okay? This doesn't stop. You can't stop this. The economy tanks. It still keeps coming. This is how financial wealth has been created for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And it's not going to stop. These are tried and true methods. Get the equity out of your car and your house and get it into something that produces cash flow.
Also, if you want to have more confidence and self-love, check out my 254 series. They're free. The link to join are in the description below.
You have to go build self-confidence. I've been at a point in my life where I thought less of me than anyone thought of me. How many have been there? When you're trying to get wealthy, you want to go all in and it not be a bet. You need to know the space so well that you're like, I know for sure this is going to work.
Rule number 5, make success your drug.
Everybody's going to lose something, dude. I've lost dogs. I lost my older brother. You're not, if the reason you're going to become a drug addict is because you lost your daddy, well, man, everybody should be a drug addict.
Everybody
so
should
that
be a
never
drug
connected.
addict.
I'm like, wait, oh, you were abandoned by your father, or he abandoned you. I'm like, he died. Heart blew up in his chest.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, what is the problem here? The reason I got on drugs, bro, was because I was bored.
You were bored.
I would have taken anything. You could have offered me homosexuality. Yeah, let's roll.
I'm in.
You could have offered me a marathon. Yeah, I'll run a marathon. You could have offered me anything that would have been interesting, right? I would have taken it. I was looking for leadership, man. I was looking for activity. I was looking for aggression.
Yeah.
What can I do? You know, it's interesting. McGregor, he talks about, he's like, look, I don't win because of my skills. I win because I'm obsessed. And so I took out of that treatment center, they introduced me to other drugs, by the way. They wanted me to take these other Adderall or phenobarbital or something.
Did you take those or no?
I brought them home with me and threw them away and said, you know what my new drug is going to become? Success.
Rule number 6, use debt to grow.
Remember this, 64% of businesses in America break even or lose money. Okay, check this out. 22 out of 28 million small businesses in America have no employees. 0 employees. What kind of business is that, man? I am the master and the slave. I am the prisoner, the warden, the jailhouse, the system. Dude, you're stuck. That's not a business. You cannot do the solopreneur thing, even though you see some guy on Instagram rolling out with a Lambo. Okay? It's bullshit. That's not a business. A business is people in a company. Anybody know any major successful person that didn't have a bunch of employees? Anybody here know any great company that had 1 employee, 1 flow of income, that didn't use debt? Okay? Caterpillar, debt. Coca-Cola, debt. Ford Motor Company, debt. They had to use debt. You got to use debt to expand. You can't stay small and expect the world to know you. It's impossible. How many of your parents told you this? Don't get too much attention. Fly under the radar. Don't toot your own horn. Be seen and not heard. Dude, you don't get attention today, you have absolutely zero chance of being successful. Money follows attention.
Rule number 7, focus on the cash flow.
Let me tell you the thing that I'm most proud of. This month, every month, these are checks, okay? About 300 checks. I think I got a bunch more coming here that I just finished signing. These go out every month. What, John? Okay, this is not payroll. We got 100 people here that get payroll. This is not payroll checks. These are people that I pay every month because they invested money with me in my real estate. Cash flow, baby. Cash is not king. Cash flow is king. And it's the strong people that make the hard decisions that end up with the cash flow. You softies end up spending all your money. The softies have the cash flow bleed out of the organization and it goes back into the marketplace. My cash flow ends up in the hands of my friends, my family, my momsies, my dadsies, my uncles, my aunts, my cuz, my friends, my buds, my Johns, Jared. The people that like, hey, Grant, I like what you're doing, dude.
Rule number 8, be aggressive.
So let's just start with the aggression thing, okay?
Yeah.
So like, when I tell you guys, like, hey, you know, like I am aggressive and aggressive works for me. The reality is everyone's aggressive.
Yeah.
Like from the very first moment. Like if you watch a sperm cell, is it a cell? I think sperm's a cell, right? So when it's finding an egg, dude, you're talking about massive aggression.
Yeah.
You're talking about obsessive, tremendous. Like if that was the original beginning of the individual, which I don't think it is, we're talking about a trajectory more violent, with more purpose, more driven. That means all of us have that. You know, and like if you ever just go Google what, you know, the activity of a sperm, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty violent.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
and it's a crazy stat because like you're like the chances of you being born are like 1 in a billion or something like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of them compete for that connection, right?
Yeah.
So, and then even when you make it, you might not make it. So, when people say, "Man, you're too aggressive," I'm like, you're not aggressive enough. Right? You're the only people that have problem with aggressive. Again, I would talk about Mike Tyson just because it's so fresh in my mind. I said, Mike, he's like, man, but granted, you know, the aggression thing and the ego and the accomplishments, and he's like, it's too much. And I'm like, no, dude, it was fine.
Yeah.
Mike, when you were winning, you were doing better in all areas of life. The only people, you didn't have a problem, Mike. The people around you had a problem with it.
Yeah.
They were trying to filter you down.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll bet that other areas of your life were actually affected because of your winning. Not when you were losing. When you were winning, he's like, you know, actually his grades, he was a terrible student. He says, when I won my first fight, my grades got better. I said, that's right, bro, because you're winning. And winning's important. Even in our society today, we say, don't be aggressive, don't be noisy, don't promote yourself too much, don't win too much, don't succeed too much, don't get too much money, you know, and this is probably why school didn't gel with you, dude, because you had this, you were able to keep awake this mission that you're going to be somebody special because you know you should be.
Rule number 9, don't aim to break even.
Find a job you love. How many heard that before? You got to find a job you love, man. Okay? How many heard that before? You got to find something you love. The only way to be successful is find something you need to find a job that's going to make you some money. Okay? It's money, man. You live on an economic planet. This isn't a planet about Army, Navy. This isn't a planet about white or black, short or tall, male or female. This is an economic planet. If you got enough money, nobody cares what you look like, how you talk, or what your language is. This is what they didn't teach you in school. This is the only reason I went to school. I wanted money. 64% of all businesses in America break even or lose money. Listen to what I'm telling you right now. 64% of every business in America, there's 28 million of them, break even or lose money. And it doesn't matter if the economy is good or bad. They break even or lose money. Here's the freaking phenomenal thing, okay? Break even shouldn't be a category. Who would make break even a category? Breaking even is losing. If I told you that you're going to put a bunch of resources, a bunch of time, you're going to work your ass off every day, you're not going to see your wife and your kids most of the time, you're going to be terrified every second of every day to break even, what would you say?
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is have fun.
I got all my friends on the walls here. I got Lady Eveline.
Don't trip.
She was a skunk. Lady Eveline. Y'all know about Lady Eveline, huh?
Papa, don't be disrespectful.
Okay. We got my boy. What's my boy's name right here?
That was Alfred.
This is Alfred.
Yeah.
This dude, bad to the bone. Okay. Now Evelyn tricked him into marrying him. Okay, because she was a conniving.
None of this is true.
Just like Elena. Okay? That's why Elena's sitting right in front of our boy, right in between them. Then we got my boy Isaac Newton. No, this is Isaac Newton. Isaac.
No, that's Earl.
No, this is Isaac Newton, Elena. It says it right here. Isaac Newton. The Earl of Portsmouth, not Isaac Newton, the Apple guy, by the way, April.
Well, no, there is Isaac Newton's niece married into the family.
Yeah, whatever. This is Dorothy Blewett. Dorothy was a cross-dresser. Okay, just so you know. Sir Anthony was a banker, and he financed all this stuff. And he was a homosexual. No big deal. Most of you guys will. This dude right here, the Honorable Newton Wallop. This is the man right here, okay? This is the man that put all this together. And then we got his sister over here. The original name of the family was fellow's daughter of Thomas Colson that married into the Wallop because, you know, the Wallop. You know where they got their name, the Wallops? No, they walloped. Yeah, so, and this lady right here, they had extra space in the wall, so they threw her up there.
Now I've got a special bonus clip from Grant on how to study successful companies that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Let's go from just watching a video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1. Where do you need to be more aggressive this week? Number 2, how can you better focus on your cash flow? And number 3, what's a new ethical target you can set for yourself? And if you made it this far in the video and you are committed to taking action, give me a hashtag believe down in the comments as well.
If you're financially motivated, you should quit listening to everybody and start studying the most financially successful people on the planet.
Yeah.
So first thing everybody thinks of, I'm gonna follow people. No, you should follow companies. The most successful people on planet Earth are not
companies.
People. It's Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Goldman Sachs does not take a small position in a company. They take major positions.
Yeah.
If you want 10 more rules from Tony Robbins, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.